Our group will be presenting the latest technology in the market, the iBEACON. iBEACON is proprietary to Apple Inc. Apple announced iBEACON in 2013. iBEACON is a communication technology that allows mobile apps running on iOS and Android devices, meaning your iPhone, iPad, tablet, or any Android smartphones. Based on a user's indoor location, they are able to receive signals in the form of notifications. Let's see how this works.
Introducing iBEACON, Apple's shining achievement in proximity services. So what is it? Let me take you through it. Picture a lighthouse. A lighthouse sends a signal of light to communicate with ships. Similar to a lighthouse, a beacon uses a Bluetooth low energy signal to communicate with any smart device in its range. Simple, right? Let's talk hardware. There are many devices that can be used to broadcast as a beacon, such as a computer, iPad, USB, and iPhone. There's plenty of options to suit your own personal needs. Once broadcasting, you get the microlocation of a device in the vicinity of a beacon, which is much more accurate than a satellite struggling to get a precise GPS location all the way from space. It's amazing how beacons are activated just by walking nearby. Let's look for example. You could be out for a stroll when your phone gets a notification from a nearby store. It's enticing, so you go in to check it out. Upon entering, an employee greets you. As you make your way around the store, you notice a product you really like. The beacon recognizes you near the product and delivers a coupon straight to your phone. At checkout, your phone is scanned, redeeming your coupon. This completes your purchase. On the way out, the store offers you a discount upon returning, motivating you to come back. How cool is that? Three main things happen here.
In order for iBEACON to work, there is the hardware, beacons. The Bluetooth and iBEACON communications are to be enabled, including specific apps from your chosen merchants, and backend communication with the server to know who you are, where one is, and what content to deliver. The advantages of iBEACON are twofold. First, the Bluetooth low energy enables low power consumption, low cost, and allows it to become suitable for smaller periodic data to be transferred. Secondly, transform capabilities in this area such as proximity marketing, micro-location targeting, customized marketing, indoor mapping, self-guided tours, enable iBEACON to enable value-added services and allows merchants to customize and target content to users. There are many potential applications. Imagine yourself in a music fest. Users can be notified of the performance schedule for the day. Or, if you visit an aquarium, you can obtain information about the aquatic life you are near to. This is the value chain of iBEACON. Other than being supported by the protocol of iBEACON, it needs hardware, software, and a content management platform to enable communication between users, that's us, and merchants. According to Proxbook's Q4 2015 report, there are close to 4 million beacons deployed by merchants worldwide. This industry is on track to deploy 400 million beacons by 2020. This shows a table comparing the different wireless technology available today. If you can recognize the logos, they are the QR code, RFIDs, NFCs, and the technology of our interest today, iBEACON. Since QR code and RFIDs are technology that are only communicating in one direction, we are going to focus on just NFCs and iBEACON. What is unique about iBEACON is its Bluetooth low energy technology that allows it to be on all the time without depleting the phone's battery life and its excellent operating distance. This allows the iBeacon to be the only technology of the four compared that which encompasses push marketing. This is the hype cycle for consumer devices that we got from Gartner in 2015. iBeacon is right at the peak to technological trend along with flexible display and smartwatches. Many major players expect that this technology will disrupt the existing industry and transform the user's experience in a totally new way. Here is the S-curve product adoption. The existing technologies are already in the market for quite a number of years, and its users are pretty saturated. Whereas for iBeacon, although it had not acquired mass adoption yet, its hype and potential makes it a product that will have the capability to disrupt the existing technology. So where does iBeacon lie in the technology adoption life cycle? iBeacon has managed to gather some early adopters and is seemingly about to cross the chasm. Those early adopters spanned across a wide range of industry, including Macy's, Apple Store itself, and even airlines like Virgin Atlantic. The chasm itself brings about many obstacles and hurdles as iBeacon is relatively new to the market and has not gained as many early adopters as Apple would have liked. Its technology is considered a radical innovation, and the beacon technology is still looking for a standard or dominating design. There are also many competitors entering the market, which may hamper its ability to cross the chasm. So what does it take to successfully cross the chasm? Firstly, iBeacon must become the dominant design or standard. Secondly, it must be successful with its handful of early adopters. And lastly, iBeacon must be able to improve its existing technology to deal with the upcoming competitors. To understand the value of iBeacon in the market, let's take a look at the network externalities resulted from its use between consumers and businesses. In the first case, when there is only one customer and one business who uses iBeacon, the customer gets a fully customized experience. In the second case, when there are many customers to one business, the business owner will be able to gather information from many users, generating a database to understand consumer behavior and which are the hot selling products and which are not. The customers are able to exchange information with regards to the products offered by the business, and the consumer will benefit from this exchange of information. In the third case, when there is only one customer and many businesses that use iBeacon, the customer will have a lot of product offerings to choose from, but the business owners are not able to get any data with regards to consumer behaviors. In the last case, which is also the best case, when there are many consumers and businesses that uses iBeacon, the customers get to enjoy many product offerings across many different businesses, and they also get to exchange information among the consumers to know which shops are giving the best deals, best services, etc. The business owners too will be able to gather a lot of data with regards to consumer behaviors, generating a huge database to better understand its own customer base, providing awareness on which products are hot selling and which are not, making planning for future sales easier for the business owners. In short, the larger the number of customers and businesses who adopt iBeacon, the higher the perceived value of iBeacon in the marketplace. Although, as earlier mentioned, a larger number of iBeacon users generates a higher value, there are still some resistances to the iBeacon adoption in the market from a customer's perspective. There are some concerns with regards to privacy and security risk from the use of iBeacon. The users are afraid of their personal data being tracked and used by irresponsible businesses and fear that important security details such as the credit card number will be stolen by hackers. Another concern is the fear of being bombarded by unwanted advertisement, causing social nuisance with the use of iBeacon with their device. Customers are also questioning the real purpose of iBeacon apart from being another platform to get offers and advertisements from companies. All these concerns have been part of what customers may not be adopting iBeacon in the marketplace as fast as expected. With everything being said, the fact is, the concern from a customer's perspective is actually due to the lack of awareness and understanding of how iBeacon works and its uses. iBeacon does not randomly allow all forms of advertisement to be sent to the user device. In fact, users actually have to install the apps created by the business owners and enable the notification before they receive any advertisements via their app. If users want to, they can choose the opt-out option to disable the receiving of notification or advertisement from the retailers. Hence, the iBeacon causing social nuisance is due to the lack of awareness of iBeacon usage among consumers. However, even with the slow adoption rate, reports have shown that customers are generally showing positive likings towards the use of iBeacon. The number of shoppers engaging or using mobile devices to shop are increasing, and iBeacon can play a positive role in improving customers' shopping experiences. In short, the iBeacon adoption rate is slowly on the rise, with more shoppers embracing the option of mobile shopping. For businesses, iBeacon provides value-added services. The iBeacon technology can be used to tie digital content to the physical world, provide customized advertisements, and dynamic pricing of products and services. The customers can also use the technology for in-store navigation and hands-free transactions. These are some of the companies who have adopted iBeacon. Let's take a look at Macy's instance. Macy's has installed iBeacon in several of their stores in New York, Union Square, and San Francisco. Through the app Shopkick, they broadcast sales and deal offers to their customers. They have announced that in the future they plan to install 4,000 more beacons in their 796 stores. They are also developing a more interactive app for their shoppers to use via the iBeacon technology. There are challenges that might prevent businesses from adopting iBeacon. They might have outdated legacy systems and how they would have to develop a new division to manage iBeacon-based operations. They might also experience organizational change failure as they have to learn and implement the new technology. They might experience difficulty in identifying the right blend of customers due to slow adoption rate of customers. Hence, there would not be sufficient user-specific data to use iBeacon effectively. However, we have seen a rising trend of shops adopting iBeacon from 2014 to 2016. In 2016, about 85% of US top 100 retailers have adopted iBeacon, and hence in the future we can expect to see a transformation in the retail industry. In the future, shops may become more intelligent and provide personalized shopping experiences. The way the stores brand and design themselves will also have to change. So how can Apple make money from profiting from iBeacon directly? It can charge a percentage of sales to the merchants who utilize the iBeacon to assist in the sales like Macy's, or they can charge license fees or royalties to software app developers who uses the iBeacon library. Apple can incorporate iBeacon technology to its current electronic payment technology, Apple Pay. Through Apple Pay, it can charge the merchants with a fraction of sales transactions like what Visa or MasterCard practices currently. iBeacon is embedded in Apple devices such as the iPhone and iPad with iOS 7 onwards. This will definitely make them much more attractive with all the features that iBeacon can offer, such as indoor navigation and promotional push. The iBeacon technology has been commoditized in the market and will soon become a common item in shopping malls and retail stores. It can help to increase the sales of iPhone. Since the introduction of iBeacon, Apple had installed the system in most of the Apple stores around the world, even in Singapore here, in order to offer its customers augmented retailing experiences, tailoring to each individual's needs. For example, when a customer walks into the Apple store, they will be greeted by their name on the smartphone and will be informed with the latest deal automatically. This is consistent with Apple's aim in keeping the customers in the store, increasing the store traffic, and hence converting the push into store sales. Over the last few years, there have been some other beacon technology emerging in the market, and they are threats to iBeacon. One of them, notably, is the Eddystone by Google, which was just introduced last year, 2 years after iBeacon was introduced. There are some features of Eddystone which may be seen as advantages over iBeacon by some people. Eddystone is an open platform protocol and it supports multiple data frame types, which means it can provide more functionality than the iBeacon. One of the important frame types is the URL data, which means that users do not have to install extra apps in their smartphone to be able to receive the information from beacons around them. They just need to turn on the browser and Bluetooth. However, some people see this as a disadvantage since it may create nuisance and rubbish data inflow. And there are some other smaller competitors such as Gamble and Dazzing. However, it is worth to highlight that Apple iBeacon still has the first mover advantage in the market, and there are some early adopters of this protocol in the industry already. Apple has been using all sorts of ways to protect its ownership of the iBeacon over the years. Since the iBeacon's launch, the iBeacon's name and its logo have been trademarked by Apple as clearly stated in their official website. Apple has also been filing more and more patents for designs and processes revolving around the iBeacon technology. In 2014, Apple has actually filed documents with FCC for iBeacon hardware, although until now, they have not done anything about it and is still using third-party beacons. To conclude, it is clear that Apple's iBeacon is a new form of wireless design protocol with a lot of potential for indoor navigation and positioning, especially in the retail industry. Since it was just introduced, this protocol is still in its early stage and has yet to cross the chasm. The iBeacon is the first mover in the beacon technology market, and it serves some early adopters already. So we think that it will continue to lead the pack for another year or two. However, with more and more competitors surfacing like Google Eddystone, Apple's iBeacon may lose its first mover advantage, and there may be a possible displacement of the iBeacon design. Hope you've enjoyed this video presentation.